Today we honor a woman who is enjoying a remarkable career. She has set standards that will be difficult for future artists to challenge. This morning we'll place a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for Amy Grant. Well, this lady's rise to star status was sparked while she was working part-time, sweeping floors and demagnetizing tapes in a Nashville studio. She had been singing in church and school for years, and a friend allowed her to use the studio to duplicate a tape. Now this is remarkable, it really is. A Words record producer heard the tape and played it over the phone for company executives. And the 15-year-old was signed almost immediately. So I say to you young people who have come to Hollywood to reach stardom, there's a great example. Go to church. That just popped out. I hadn't planned to say that. There was no way in the world, and if it was anybody but Amy Grant, I'd say there's no way in hell that I would not be here when another star went on the Walk of Fame with their name Grant on it. So today, we will unveil a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for Amy Grant. Amy. I'm going to have Amy stand here because I want to bring up a couple of her friends. One's a little more than a friend. He spends more time with her than the other one, I hope. Jerry spends his time with his new racehorses. He's got a whole new stable now. And I must say it's always a joy to welcome this man to the Walk. He not only has his own star on the boulevard, he and his partner Herb Alpert were honored with induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, receiving the Lifetime Award in the non-performance category. He has discovered and recorded some of today's top artists, including our Honorary. Ladies and gentlemen, the co-founder of A&M Records, Jerry Moss, right out here.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, Amy. I'm privileged to be here today to say a few words and help celebrate an incredible talent, Amy Grant. We got to know Amy when she joined our A&M label well over 20 years ago. I had the pleasure of working with her and her team for many of those years. Now there was, from the beginning, if you'll pardon the expression, always something about Amy. It wasn't just because she is an immensely gifted musician, vocalist, songwriter.
You know, I love introducing this next gentleman. Kind of makes me feel important because who gets to introduce ambassadors? And he is the ambassador of country music. Go ahead, let it out, let it out. Since 1990, he has garnered 19 Grammy Awards. Did you hear what I said? A total that ties him with the late Chet Atkins for the most Grammys won by a country artist.
Thank you very much. This is quite an honor for me to get to do this for my wife and my bride. I want to tell you just a couple things about her, if I may. First off, I'd like to talk to you about her as a daughter. She's a lot of things in this life, and she does them all with elegance and kindness and amazing grace. Her mother and father are with us today, Burton and Gloria Grant. So much about, and you all know it, and that's why you're all here. So God bless. I appreciate the opportunity.
I tell you, that Vince could come here and win an Oscar. The whole time he was talking, this lady was crying, grabbing for Kleenex, and another one here. Look at all of them. Are you relatives? Oh, I see. Okay. You know, I think Vince ought to be in this Walk of Fame too, don't you? Now, you know there's a long process.
Did you put me by a liquor store?
How do you think I ruined my legs? I fell down? No. Hollywood, I hereby proclaim this Amy Grant Day in Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Grant.
Thank you so much, Johnny Grant. And for those of you that showed up at 6 o'clock this morning, thank you. I look around this group of people and I see so many familiar faces and loved ones and co-workers and family and friends. And you know, nothing happens alone, and in a world where sort of everything goes, maybe strides and gospel music seem very safe and uneventful, but from the world that I came from, what we did feel like we were breaking new ground and doing exciting things. And I used to laugh and tell my family and my managers and my friends, it's like being in this massive vessel and you don't really know where you're going, but to go get there alone. There's somebody throwing up the sails, a lot of people underneath the decks rowing, people guiding. I always felt like the naked wooden lady on the front with just tits to the wind.